How is it, everyone, and welcome. Today we're kicking off a pretty massive journey, and we're starting right at the beginning, with the very first step. We're talking about the first card of the Major Arcana, the Fool. Yep, he's the start of it all.
All right, let's just dive right in. We begin with card 0. And look at this character. He's literally poised on the very brink of a massive, life-changing journey. He's just brimming with potential, head kind of in the clouds, about to take that first step into the great unknown. See, the Fool, he's not just some random character in a deck of cards. Not at all. He actually represents each and every one of us right at the beginning of our own life's journey. This whole path, this quest for, wholeness and understanding, it's all mapped out by the 22 cards of the Major Arcana. And the Fool, he's that very first step.
And let's talk about the number for a second. 0. It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it? It's not 1, it's not -1. It's this perfect point of balance between positive and negative. And what that really represents is a state of pure, completely unlimited potential. He's sort of empty, but at the same time, he's filled with this incredible desire to just get out there and learn.
Okay, so it's really important to get this straight. When we talk about the Fool, we are not talking about, a court jester or just someone being a bit silly. No, the archetype here is something so much deeper than that. He's this universal symbol of the soul at its absolute purest.
Really, the best way to describe him is the spirit in search of experience. It's that innocent faith, that pure trust that gives him the courage to even start this journey with all its potential dangers and heartaches. It's got nothing to do with being daft. It's all about having this absolute, unshakable trust in the universe.
In this quote, man, it just illustrates the idea so brilliantly. A.E. Waite, who is one of the co-creators of this very deck, he saw the Fool as a kind of divine being, a pure soul just having an adventure down here on Earth. He doesn't quite belong, And that's exactly why he seems so blissfully unaware of all the rules and, all the dangers of our world. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. We can get a much deeper understanding of this character if we start to decode all the rich symbolism that's packed into this one single image. Seriously, every little detail tells a part of his story. So first things first, just look at where he's standing, right on the edge of a cliff. This precipice, it represents a leap into the complete and utter unknown. But check out his face, his posture. There's no fear there, none at all. He's just stepping out onto a path without any real clue about the hazards that are waiting for him.
And then there's this little white dog at his heels. What's that all about? Is it his faithful companion, just joining him on the big adventure? Or, and this is what some of the early interpretations suggest, is it actually nipping at his heels? Kind of hurrying him along his path, pushing him towards his destiny, whether he feels ready for it or not?
Okay, now look over his shoulder. He's carrying this little wallet on a stick. Now, some of the really old descriptions said this thing carried all his follies and vices. But if you take a deeper look, it's actually inscribed with these faint, dim signs. And they represent all the stored-up subconscious memories, all the potential he carries deep within his soul, even if he has no idea it's there yet.
And in his hand, what's he holding? A single white rose. That's such a classic, powerful symbol, right? It stands for purity, innocence, passion. It's basically showing us that his intentions, as he kicks off this whole quest, are completely and totally pure.
And finally, have a look at the sun shining behind him. It's almost like a divine witness to the whole thing. The original texts say that the sun knows exactly where he came from, and it knows exactly where he's going, even when the Fool himself is completely oblivious. It's this silent, all-knowing force that's watching over his entire journey.
So let's bring it all together. What does all of this symbolism actually mean when this card pops up in a reading? What's the message it's trying to send us? That's the crucial point, isn't it? Well, when the Fool shows up, think of him as a big, flashing green light. Go! He's all about new beginnings, a completely fresh start, maybe even a total change in direction. He's encouraging you to be spontaneous, asking you to just have a bit of faith and trust in where life is taking you. It's a card of adventure, of wonder, and it's about tapping into that incredible, unlimited potential we were talking about with the number 0.
Ultimately, the advice from this card is really simple, but it's so powerful. It's telling you, believe in yourself, trust your instincts, follow your heart, no matter how crazy or foolish your plans might seem to other people. It's all about taking that leap of faith. But the card's meaning isn't just, psychological. There's more to it. It also has these really deep esoteric connections to the cosmos, and that adds a whole other layer of meaning to unpack.
So, astrologically, the Fool is linked to the planet Uranus. And if you know anything about astrology, you'll know that Uranus is the planet of rebellion, of eccentricity, of sudden, unexpected change. I mean, that fits him perfectly, eh? And his element is air, which represents the realm of the mind, of intellect, and that sort of sky power he seems to embody.
And you can really feel his energy when you compare him to his opposites. So while the Fool is all about spontaneous beginnings and just letting go, you've got cards like the Emperor, which are all about control, structure, and resisting change at all costs. The Fool, he's the force that just smashes right through all that stagnation.
So the big question is, why does this ancient archetype still speak to us so powerfully today? And more importantly, how can we actually connect with this Fool energy in our own lives? Well, because in the end, by actually walking the path, by integrating all the lessons from all the other cards he's going to meet, the Fool achieves wholeness. He finds true awareness. Through all the trials and tribulations, he perseveres. And that initial, crazy leap of faith, it's completely vindicated. His journey wasn't foolish at all. Turns out, it was absolutely essential.
So, I'm going to leave you with this to think about. The Fool is standing right there, on the edge of his next big adventure, totally ready to leap. So, looking at your own life right now, what new journey, what great unknown is waiting just for you?